Next slide, right? Yeah. My name is Justin Donlon. My website is bcnwebclips.com. My talk today will be on 10 ideas for taking a long-term quality-driven approach to video SEO. I spoke a little bit about video SEO in the last WordPress meetup, but today I'm going to go into more detail about it. I started as a filmmaker, documentary filmmaker, short film, just for my own ideas, and then this kind of grew into trying to make a little bit of money from it, because film, of course, there's not a lot of money to be made in film. So I started with video, and then I discovered WordPress as a really good platform for video, and I just fell into it, really got to like WordPress, tried to learn a bit more, and then with BCN Web Clips I started with video and quickly realized that video wasn't enough for a lot of people, that they needed a bit of infrastructure. WordPress was the natural selection, and then of course I had to find out about SEO, traditional SEO, and then of course video SEO, and it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. You get all these great plugins and options and bilingual pages, and I'm here today to try to link up as much as possible this with e-commerce as well, because e-commerce is kind of new for me. I'm yet to build an e-commerce webpage, and I want to try and find out more about how video can help e-commerce, because it's a great market. More and more people, of course, using video, more and more people buying online and building e-commerce websites. So my first point today is how to use video to solve problems and provide new information. So great content can be defined as information that solves problems or gives you information about something. If you look at traditional SEO, there's somebody I follow a lot. His name's Pat Flynn. He writes all this stuff about how to do great things online. And he has a new backlinking strategy where he talks about creating a really, really big article. It seems to be what a lot of people are doing. And with the big article, you try and get authority links. And those authority links really get you good ranking. So for a big, good, rich article, you need lots and lots of text, as much as possible. Design the image so it's user-friendly. You can read a little bit, look at the image, and the image really helps you understand the context, if it's complex especially, and video, or photography and video. And it's a big, rich article. And those articles in traditional SEO are more likely to be redistributed or picked up by an authority site, maybe even a newspaper, or Huffington Post, or if you're lucky. And that would be a big boon, in terms of backlinking. So great content for me in modern SEO, I think video has got a great position there. People like to click on video, see video stuff quickly, and rather than read a big page of text that they could get lost in. Attention spans are smaller these days. These are two examples of simple videos. You don't have to go crazy with learning programs or anything like this. This is called a whiteboard video. Not my favorite type of thing, but they're very, very popular online. And what they do is they explain quickly a complex thing. So you see someone drawing, and for some reason it seems to be more intuitive for people. They draw this bit, and then they draw this bit. And a lot of marketers use them now to sell products. Or when somebody's giving a demonstration, they use these whiteboard things. I've seen a few on TED.com as well. They've used them before. And on the right you have a different type of video, which is just a simple guy sitting in a room explaining who he is, what he does, or explaining what a product is. It's usually a little bit more technical. And you can use nice typography to make things very clear and send the main messages home. So just two simple examples of how simple video, can be used to increase the richness of a blog post or anything, your website. This WordPress plugin is called WizScriber, and it helps you to create stuff like this. It's really quite good. And then if you are a video editor in Final Cut Pro, there's a thing called Story Pop, which is wonderful. You just have this selection of little characters you can pop in and put up your animation, and it takes the heavy work out of animating. Because if you're like me and you can't draw a stick man, then this is the solution for you. It's this really, really great Story Pop. Okay, so that's how to use video to solve problems. The thing about that would be, if you, I'm sure a lot of people who attend these meetings have got quite a good level of expertise in certain areas. So it seems to be that trend now is to give that information away, and in return you get networking, you get links, people, business. So ask yourself, what am I most knowledgeable about? What problems or obstacles does my audience face regularly that I can possibly solve? How can I show someone how to accomplish their goal faster? So anything you have, maybe even little tips. All of these things are really great content these days. And what people really, really click on, especially with video, they want to know the answer now so they can get on with their work. So this seems to be the way with this type of video. This is the approach with that. Second tip, if you want to call it, or best practice for video SEO, is to make videos easy to browse and link to individual video playback pages. This example is YouTube, and it just simply means I've created a category for a client of mine called Formaya. I'm making tutorial videos for them, and I've put 5 in a playlist. Playlist is a category, so that when you finish one, you can, obviously they give you the options to see the next one. You keep people in the focus, in one focus. And of course, you can do this in lots and lots of ways. You can categorize videos on your web page. You can have one video with link descriptions beneath to the next video. There's multiple ways of doing it. And tags, of course, as well. So it's an easy way for people to navigate to the next video and keep them on your web page or in your channel. Oh yeah, channels on YouTube are excellent for this too. Okay. The final thing on this is possibly to have separate landing pages for each video, so search giants can find and index each video asset individually. So you could have one page with everything, and then maybe the video specific to a product, next page video specific to a product, something like that. Third one, interactive video elements to connect with viewers. I see this all over YouTube now. We spoke a little bit last day about annotations, and annotations are here again. So you've got a YouTuber, a video blogger called ZFrank. He's really funny, he's very original, and he always talks about direct questions. I'm on the second point here. Ask a direct question to the viewers. So your content might engage a viewer, maybe they're interested in a specific thing, and you ask them to put a comment in the box below. Seems to be a great way to get people involved. The people are always looking to be interactive and engaged. The middle box here is like a call to action. This little purple box would have a link to a website. So if somebody watches something on YouTube, this box is an annotation. You can click on that and it brings you to your website or a new destination or the next video. You also can put the name of your company over here. This is called eHow. I think they're cooking something. And of course, stuff like subscribe, share, it's really obvious, you know. You really want people to interact, like, redistribute your stuff. So they're very useful techniques to do that. And what's very popular now is the third one with the ninja. And he's done a video, and at the end he actually introduces the next part. So you sometimes see people go to part 2. It's very, very common on videos nowadays. So links for more content. and they're interactive. You click on them and it opens up the next window. 4, be smart and relevant about metadata. In the last meetup, we went into the Yoast SEO plugin, and it really does everything you need to do for video anyway. Most of it does about maybe 80% of what you need to do for video in terms of metadata. It does the Facebook open graphs and the schema microdata. So, I mean, there's not much I can say about that. You can do it all manually, but this plugin for me, it's a little bit pricey. I think it's like 89 euros for an add-on to an existing SEO plugin, but really worth it if you're using a lot of video. Highly recommend it. And you know, when you have so little time to do so much work, this thing takes the hassle out of it. So that's my 4th one, Yoast Video SEO for WordPress. There's 2 more things here that you could possibly think about. Use hidden tags in the HTML, or a lot of companies are now using video to rank for long tail keywords, which they wouldn't have had access to previously. So that's kind of linked with the next point. It's transcripts, which is number 5. Use transcripts for indexing, usability, and content. So transcripts are like this. You make a video. I was talking to Shadi before about this, and you could possibly script your video to include all of your keywords or stuff that you really want in. Make it look like you're talking naturally, and all of those great words are included. And later you produce a transcript. That transcript can be put into your HTML page, and people have then an option to read what's in the video rather than watch the video. Really, it's an SEO trick, because you're putting all of those great long tail keywords or just keywords straight onto your page for the search engines to read. So I really like transcripts. Last time I talked a bit more about captions. Captions are a way to produce a transcript. So captions are as an option on the bottom of your video to pull up a different language, but you can have the same language too. And I think that's a great advantage with video. You can really pack lots of information in there. Any questions about that?
Yes, I have a question. YouTube permits you to make transcripts of the video, but it's not exactly. So, do you know any plugin you use to make better transcriptions, or by hand?
By hand, unfortunately. We need developers to do that. It's a good idea. I'd love more stuff that you could just press a button and put them out, because if you copy and paste in, and yeah, you can do a transcript from a Word document, put it into plain text, deformat, and then format it again for your timestamp, which would be great. It's a bit of work, I admit.
I know.
Have you done it? And it is a bit of work, but I think it's worth it. As for me, talking to a client with, giving them extra stuff, extra quality for the video, it's something I always do. Okay. Number 6. Host your videos on your own domain. There's a lot of debate about this. Everybody uses Vimeo. Everyone uses YouTube. You have to. But for e-commerce, you're hosting your videos in your own domain seems to be what the general wisdom is in SEO world. You have a specific video that's only available on your website, on your domain. And the idea is to get traffic to that. So you can do all sorts of tricks to get people to watch that unique content on your website. And it seems to be how you convert that video into clicking the button that says buy now, whatever. Yeah, the next thing. So, what you need to create a video in your own name is it's called an online video platform. One example is VSEO on the right. There's loads of them. There's loads of online video platforms, but this is a popular one, and they've got great compatibility with WordPress. There's lots of plugins for it, and they tons.
So it allows you to self-host.
Exactly.
You don't need YouTube.
You don't need YouTube. Yeah. You self-host videos there. This is an example of a web page with self-hosting video. Here you would see a play button. When you hover your mouse over it, you'd see a play button, so you can just use it the same as YouTube. It works exactly the same. You could have share buttons if you want to send it to LinkedIn or anywhere else. And this is an example of a category where this is actually below. If you can imagine this part below, you've got a nice video platform, and you've got options, very clear, logical. So if somebody likes your first video, they can go look and see what else they want to see, or what else they want to watch. And it's all on your page. There's no leaking back into YouTube. There's no leaking back to somewhere else. You have them fixed. And the next, of course, option, if they really like what they see, is to buy something, right? So that seems to be the wisdom in the marketplace now, is to host your own videos. And we're going to talk about a little bit of marketing strategy in one of the next slides about how to optimize this. Number 7. Make sure you have a video sitemap. You have a normal sitemap, but you should also have a video sitemap. Sitemaps are a way to tell Google, Bing, and other search engines about web pages, images, and video content. This is how a video sitemap should look. Title, a little bit of metadata, maybe a thumbnail image. There's a WordPress plugin called Google XML Sitemaps for videos. There are other ones. I don't know if you know of other ones. This is the one it's got loads of downloads. And some other plugins have got this built in. The Yoast one, for example, has got it built in.
For videos one?
Yeah, they produce a video sitemap.
Apparently, I heard the Google XML sitemaps is a bit better, to be honest, than the Yoast one.
Sure.
That's what I heard. So I assume this one is probably better than the Yoast one.
I don't know, but I've used both. Yeah, I don't know which one's better. Yeah.
It's just there's more options in terms of priorities and how you set it up. Priorities and the way you set up have some influence, and you don't have as much flexibility with the Yoast one.
Yeah, this is an individual plugin just for video. So yeah, I think there's a Google XML sitemap
Yeah,
for
everything.
text. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. If you like, my example for an online video platform was VSEO. They actually have automated video sitemaps. So if you choose an online platform, make sure you get one that automates a video sitemap. It takes all the work out of it. Don't have to worry about it. It's great. Okay, what are we? Number 8. Use YouTube to preview high value content, drive traffic back to your own site. This is a little bit of marketing. The idea here, we spoke again a little bit about this before. Instead of putting all of your great content on YouTube or Vimeo where people can watch it, that's fine. Put snippets on, put teasers on YouTube, and if you engage people in the right way, use annotations, use all those tricks we looked at previously to get people onto your site for a larger video. So, you could do all the typical YouTube stuff. People like dogs, women, cats, cute stuff, but you can be a bit more clever as well, it's a more serious product. But YouTube can be utilized to your benefit rather than you giving all your content to YouTube or Vimeo. And of course, the wisdom is once you have people on your site, they're less likely to go somewhere else. So here, use shorter video previews or teasers and use annotations to drive traffic to your video resource library. Yeah. And my last one, second last one, is allow people to embed your videos, of course. There's an iframe code available on YouTube or anywhere, really. You can get codes and people, if they really like them, they can put them on their Facebook page, whatever. Or I wouldn't use iframe for Facebook, would you? But you'd use it for your WordPress anyway.
Okay.
You can use it.
I think you can post them.
Yeah. So this is just a way of link building, because if you have set up your video right and you've got, nice information here, subscribe or the name, then it often takes the link with it. So it's embedded somewhere else, but it can drive traffic back to your site. It's great for SEO. And the last one is measure how keywords impact your bottom line. So this is an example of analytics software using tracking codes. We spoke about Google Analytics being pretty advanced, and there's a lot of information in there. And this is for video specifically. Report on the number of people that come through the top of the funnel to the social, through social or search. So you really need to know really what videos are working, what videos aren't.
Is this a Google Analytics that you're showing?
Yeah, it's just a screenshot from an analytics program. This is really for the experts. It's part of any good strategy to look at how keywords are working and analytics are working. Something I really need to improve on, and there's not really anything great out there for video just now. And maybe another potential in the market for developers. But track those contacts through your content strategy to closure. If you host your own videos, you've got a lot more information than if you host all of your videos on YouTube. If you have your self-hosting on your website, you can really get your hands on more info about where that traffic came from. So that's I hope I didn't speak too fast.
It's perfect, Justin.
I tend to rush things when you feel a bit nervous, but that's really it. 10 best practices for video SEO, VSEO. I think you had something to
Yeah,
conclude.
I wanted to actually show the videos that we've done for the meetup. Thank you, Justin. So we're trying to create some topics for these meetups that really are interesting for everybody, and I like them. I mean, I really enjoyed listening to Shadi. Always enjoy listening to Justin. So we're looking to have different topics and different presenters come, and this is the page on our WordPress meetup page, where we have started our library collection of these videos, and it's super cool to have Justin here filming them. So thank you very much for that, Justin. And this video is only our number 2. This is our second meetup. Hopefully we'll gain some momentum as we go forward and have more of them and try to get the word out to more people and really grow this collection. So this first one was broken into 2 video parts, and they're really excellent. So this video will also be broken into 2 parts, and then next month we've got Juan coming to give an SEO presentation again on the Yoast plugins. And that's really a super important aspect of websites, is getting found on them, getting search engines to find them. So that's really all I have to say for the moment. I'm looking forward to the next meetup and topics. If anyone has any suggestions or things that you'd like to hear about as a topic, certainly let us know, and we'll try to schedule a presenter. Anybody have any questions to finish up?